the foot of the rug of the man, you know, and they're wiping on it. That's where power lies.
Because you have no power. Right. We have no power. We have no militarized power. We have no ability to reward and punish. We have nothing. Right, but it says this. The Most High is going to give us power. You have to believe in the Most High. We have no other option. We can't save ourselves, man. You're not going to save yourself, huh?
We always save ourselves, you know?
No, man. You can't save yourself. You tried. You've had Marcus Garvey, you have Malcolm X, you've had Martin Luther King, you've had Dr. Amos Wilson, you had them all. And they all fell. They all fell. Yeah, but where? Look at our people. We're getting worse. We're getting worse.
No. We've been told. I tell you what, one of those, they talk about the plantation we're here now. That's a level, you know, and advancement and movement.
But you just admitted that the minds of our people have gotten steadily worse. So obviously their works, as sincere as they might have been, it didn't profit us nothing. Because it's gotten worse. So the last leaders among us is us, the prophets, man. I know it seems like small, like a mustard seed, but this is the power of our people. The majority of our people are doomed. They're gone. They're not going to recover. They're mentally gone, spiritually gone.
Go that far. You know, the majority of them. Maybe
the majority.
60, 40, you know, but not the majority.
Definitely the majority. The majority of our people are gone, man. But let me read this. Verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Let me read that again. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. So what's going to happen is, we're going to have so much power that we're going to rebuke many people and judge many nations of people. Nations, plural, more than one. We're going to judge the Chinaman, we're going to judge the Arab man, we're going to judge the East Indian man, right? We're going to judge them, meaning we're going to have states of authority, we're going to have power. We're going to judge even the so-called white man.
And you're going to need the power.
In order to power them, they have to be subject to us.
And unless you have the power to create it, we're going to have to do it ourselves.
No, we can't, man. It tells you this.
You might want to believe that or want to wait for that time to come. Meanwhile,
you don't have faith. You don't have faith in the Most High, man. That's the problem with our people. You trust in your own hands. You're but a corruptible man. What can you do? Well, all of us. I don't mean you. I mean, we're but corrupt. The scriptures say we're like grass that withereth and fadeth away. What can a man do? You know what I'm saying? In this life against such a force as Esau and the other nations. We need to trust in our God again. Our people have gone so bad that we have no other choice but to trust in divine intervention.
There you go.
You've got no other choice. Our back is against the wall now. Wait, let me get this. Revelations 2, right? Verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So there's a reward for coming out here and teaching this word, for educating our people in the ways of righteousness. There's a reward that if we keep this, our works unto the end, our God will give us power. Because we know that our Savior will come in what the white man calls UFOs. You know that these are real. These are real. What the white man calls them UFOs. Are you aware of their existence? UFOs? Yeah. You know they're real. Do you believe in them? I've seen them. I see them every night. Every time I come home from work, I see them flying past my house. Man.
That's right.
I see they're like stars just moving across the sky. Some of them move and they disappear into thin air, man.
Yeah, man.
I see them. I pass my house every night, man. When I come home from work, I see they're real. Even the white man saying that there's the amount of UFO sightings has multiplied in New York City, man.
Hey, those are brothers.
There's actually news articles on this of UFO sightings, but the white man calls them UFOs. In the Bible, we know them to be God's military, the clouds of heaven.
Those are brothers in the ships, man. Those are brothers, man.
God has an army.
That's right.
Our God is a God of war.
That's right.
All right? He's a God of war. He's not the God that's in the churches, man.
That's right.
Some people think that the God that we're worshiping is the God that's in the churches. No. The God that we worship is the God of Abraham, man. The God of Abraham came to be mocked. He's on the again. You get it, man? It's on Exodus. Exodus chapter 15, verse 2. Yahweh is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my God, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's God, and I will exalt him. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Understand? Yahweh is the God of our ancestors. Yahweh is a man of war. And you have to understand, that's why they call him the God of hosts. When you go in the Bible, you might hear the phrase, the Lord of hosts. The word host means armies or troops. Let me get it. This is Daniel's. Let me get it, man. Because our people think our God is some lovey-dovey thing, man. So this is Daniel's chapter 7, verse 9. Now listen to this. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, which is the Most High, the Ancient of Days, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Hear that? The hair of his head was like the pure wool. Woolly hair. Meaning that's a black man. That's a description of a black man. Like if I was a policeman and I was given a description of a man wearing a garment, yeah, and his hair was woolly, as a policeman I'm thinking, who has that type of hair? A black man.
That's right.
I'm not going to go around looking for a white man.
Can't.
White man don't have that type of hair. We're thinking of a black man. Let me read that again. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So our God is a black man. And that's what Daniel saw in the vision. He saw God, the Most High, the Ancient of Days. He saw him in the vision, and he saw what he looked like. So if the Most High has woolly hair, that means he has a head.
That's right.
That means he has a body. Because he's wearing he has a garment. Right? That means he has feet. That means he has legs and arms. That means the Most High has a nose. Broad nose, thick lips, dark skin. Yes, a black man. So when you think of the Most High in the Bible, you're thinking of a black man. But the white man came and lied to us and said that God is white. You see that? So the white man has deceived the minds of our people. That's why we come out here to tell our people to come back. Return back. Because you've gone too far in the world. And this world has destroyed our people. So we must return back to the waters from which we came.
That's right.
To heal our minds and prepare ourselves for the coming of our Lord. That will save us from the hand of all them that hate us.
That's right.
We have enemies.
There's only the black people that they're saying the same thing that they say, that they're preparing themselves for this return.
Say that again.
There's a whole lot of black people saying the same thing that you're saying, that they're preparing themselves for this return.
Yeah, but they're wrong. I don't we're not going to talk about the people in Christianity, right? They're going wrong, man.
So what do you say?
They're thinking about a white Jesus.
So what do you say to people that say that like the Bible is a white man's book and all that type of stuff?
Well, again, if the Bible, think about it. If the white man wrote this book, the racist white man that hates black people, enslaved black people, why would he write that? Why would he write that? Why would he hate black people? His object, his intention is to undermine black people, to undermine the so-called black image, right? To put his face as the face of divinity, of the being divine. Then why would he sit down and write this? And that the hair of his head is like the pure wool. Why would it make any sense?
You know, there's a saying,
And his feet is of burnt brass.
Burnt brass. Why would he write that? If he's a racist white man, don't make any sense, man.
About the names like John, they're not like of mother tongue names. So
But then, because you have to understand what you're reading is English. It's been translated. I was about to say converted. It's been translated into English out of Hebrew and Greek. So when you see Paul and that, obviously that wasn't the name, but you have to go back into the Hebrew to understand what's there.
there's a verse and chapter that contradicts that. About that man has seen the image of God.
Yeah, but like I said, this was in the vision. It wasn't literally in the flesh. Because naturally Daniel would have been destroyed. Because no man can see me and live. I know what you're talking about. Right? But that's why the Most High to manifest himself in a vision. Let me read it. This is
God can only give you a message in your dreams, isn't it?
Yeah. But this is Daniel 7 verse 1. Right? This is the same chapter. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Right? Then he wrote the dream. And told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and beheld the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. And it goes on. So that's when he saw the Most High in his vision. A man with woody hair. Right? So let me read on. Verse 10. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. You know what the 10,000s of his ministers are? The angels, man. The chariots, what the white man calls UFOs. That's God's military. That's his host.
Don't they talk of like seed-like objects in the sky in the Bible? I forgot where it is in the Bible.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Seed-like objects, something in the sky. I forgot though where it is.
Zachariah.
Recent about that.
Oh no, wait, let me go. Yeah, go.
But in the book of Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
See that? You see that? So what happened is the job of the white man, what the white man did, read that again.
The book of Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right. This earth was given into the hand of the wicked. We can agree with that. The earth is run by a wicked people. Right?
But he covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So this wicked people, or this wicked man, he has covered the faces of the judges. Remember what I said before in Isaiah that we're going to judge among many nations? So he's covered up our faces. How did he do that? By showing you that Jesus is white, God is white, the angels is white, the prophets were white, the Renaissance period, all that Renaissance artwork of all the prophets and the holy icons were iconoclasm. That's how he covered up our faces. And used that as a way to deceive deceived the whole world into worshipping him and to looking down on us.
That's right.
That's where that whole white supremacy, how he started to categorize people in terms of color, white and black. He said that he's the white and we are the black people. That's where the witchcraft comes in. Our skin color is not black. The word color black means something dirty or unclean or inferior. Or if you look up, when you look up this, in fact, get. It's in your phone.
Give me a second.
He's got it, right? So our people have been brainwashed into seeing themselves as being black when we are not black. The color of this man's hair, if you look at the color of this man's hair, is black. Yeah? You can see it. See what I'm saying? Our people can't even acknowledge the fact that their skin color isn't black. That's how deep the deception has gone.
If you see a black dog and a brown dog, you don't say the brown dog is black.
But that's how deep it's gone.
With different shades of brown, we're not black.
With different shades of
Brown, that's what.
with different shades of brown. So we don't have any black people among the dark or outside the brown.
That's what I'm saying, man. You see what's going on?
Well, they're not our people.
Well, what are you talking about?
No, I'm saying, he said, it's not the same colour as his gloves. And he said, this brother said, the Sudanese, I said, well, they're not our people.
And the Sudanese, they're dark brown. No one has the color, the skin color as your dark. No one has skin that dark.
You're kind of missing it. I tell you what, we don't have any white people that are strictly white. But they're still the white.
Where's white? Where's white? Where's white?
Yeah.
They're red.
That's not even. What's this white?
White on my trainer, that's white.
No one has this skin color.
That's right.
No one has that skin color. If you look at this white person. Look at this white man, the green t-shirt. Right there. He's red, man.
But you know
So no one's white. No one's black, no one's white, no one's purple, no one's green, no one's turquoise.
But you chose the colour still.
No, we don't choose that. We don't call ourselves black.
You say brown.
Our oppressors called us black.
No, it's still cool. Back to the term. We decided on that term. There was a time when we were being equal and colourful.
Yeah, but our oppressors called us black.
Of black, because they all us all together.
Our oppressors called us that.
There's no brown shade that shows all of us. Black, come under. Go back to get the
That's what I'm saying. You see about the deception of our people.
Black is the essence of all colors.
That's right. You're trying to say black in terms of melanin. You're trying to say you're relating the color black to melanin. Is that right? No. Yeah, but when you go, but what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to tell you is this: black and white was an inferiority, superiority thing, and nothing to really do about melanin. It was that anybody that's melanin, you're seen as inferior. Anybody that's white is seen as being superior. That's why they justify. That's why they justify concept created in the 18th century. That's why they justified white supremacy. That's why it's called white supremacy. Because to be white was to be considered to be a part of a supreme group of people. And anybody that's black or has melanin, you're considered to be of an inferior group. That's right. You understand? That's what it's about. It had nothing to do with our melanin. My skin color is not black. You understand? It was to do with superiority and inferiority. No, read that.
This is synonyms for the word black, yeah? And you got bad, dark.
Hey.
This is synonyms for the word black. Bad, dark, evil, moral, iniquitous, rotten, sinful, unethical, unlawful, unrighteous, unsavory, vile, wicked, wrong,
This is
base,
all synonymous with the word
dirty,
black.
disreputable.
This is the source. The white man, exactly. Read again.
He created this and put this in the dictionary. So anybody that's studying
In the
now,
thesaurus, in
so
the
they say,
thesaurus.
so guess what? Only people that go Cambridge University, Oxford University, when they learn words now, when they learn these kind of words now, this is how they're going to portray anybody with that concept there. You
There's a
understand?
vibration on it. There's a vibration on it.
vibration, there's a ripple effect.
That's what they call it spelling. There's cast spells on it. Who cast spells? Witches.
Yeah,
It's witchcraft. So when you call yourself black, you're putting a spell upon yourself, man. You're basically saying that you're all these things that the brother's about to read. Go on.
Wicked, bad, immoral, rotten, unrighteous, unsavory, wrong, low, mean, snide, sordid, nasty, blameworthy, obscene, offensive, dissolute, loose, sick, unhealthy, ungodly, ugly.
See, so to be black, you're considered ungodly.
Let me say
Or
something. Let me give you something for white now, yeah?
This is why our people have low self-esteem. They look at themselves as being, yeah, that's why they bleach their skin, because they want to become white. They want to be a part, they want to be accepted, a part of that supreme white group. Because they've been taught that looking the way they do is somewhat inferior. But now if they learn the truth of the scriptures, they be free. They know that the image of the Most High is divine. They'll know that they are divine being the way they are, and to look white, to look like white people are,
That's right.
that is a real curse.
You know,
That's
in old
real
English,
That's
in old
right,
English,
that's right.
in old English, black means pale. Black means to be pale.
Right.
And bleach. That's in old English.
See that?
Well, that's scripture in Isaiah, man, but surely they're turning the things of upside down. Drop that.
Basically, man. That's the
What was it? Isaiah somewhere in Isaiah.
I know. I just Isaiah.
So this is what they did.
This is this. Sluck. Hold on. Yeah. There's Isaiah 29, right? Verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? The first part says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Right.
So the job of the white man is to what? Deceive the whole earth.
That's right.
So what he's done, he's turned the truth into a lie. And turned the lie into the truth.
What's that? Romans 1:25.
Yeah.
That's why they're making man woman now, woman man. You understand this? It's getting worse. The lie's getting bigger and bigger.
That's the job of the
Good
devil.
work, cause man, see like me all about keep up the good work.
What was that thing you know, the seed like objects, the UFO?
Oh yeah. First, let's get that out of the way, and then we're gonna go back to
We're going to do the white.
the white. Get that. So I want to help him to see something, man. If you get
Synonym for the word white, yeah? Impeccable, sinless, innocent, pure, moral, virtuous, immaculate, spotless, unstained,
Now read that again, but read it slowly.
innocent, pure.
Right. So to be white, this is synonymous for the word white. So when you're saying that these people are white, you're saying that these people are innocent, people are pure,
Immaculate, spotless, unblemished, ethical, good, honest,
See that? So to be white is to be good. To be white is to be good.
honorable,
To be white is to be honorable.
righteous,
To be white is to be righteous.
unblemished, virgin, ethical, upright,
To be white is to be upright.
unsullied, decent,
Right?
blameless,
Guiltless. So to be white is to be guiltless. Even though they're the most guilty people.
You know why that makes sense? To be cool, that's why they get less sentence, because they've been classed as a white.
Thank you.
Innocent.
Thank you. See what I'm saying? See what the brother said.
white, they red.
See what the brother said. So to be white is to be seen as guiltless.
We started calling ourselves brown. they start attacking us.
No, you don't understand. We're the Israelites. This is what we're trying. We're trying to blot out that ignorance. We're trying to say that we're God's chosen people.
But as a colour, you say that they're brown, you no longer black.
Obviously, look at the person. What opinion on your skin colour? What colour is your skin colour?
You said brown, they're brown.
No, I'm asking you. What is your skin colour?
No, but you know why we call ourselves black?
No, but I'll answer my question and then I'll let you.
Yeah.
When you look at your skin, what is your skin colour?
You said it earlier on, when they said white people, they're not technically white. You know, that guy there, you're pointing to, the city's kind of red. You know, I tend to, and they're not pale like that. You're right. So these terms, we can't technically say that, yes, all of them fit that. You know, I've seen some dark black people, you know, that they're not brown. They're in their shade of brown that properly identifies.
He's deceived.
That's the question. Who gave you that terminology called black? Because there wasn't those people on those Congo slave ships. So who gave that term black? Because when those people were in those Congo slave ships, they weren't calling themselves black.
What colour were they calling?
It wasn't calling themselves a colour.
Calling themselves a colour. So you'd like to rid yourself of that.
No, when they were looking at people's backs, and changing their names and telling them not to read and write, that's when they had that title called black.
Give me the verse in the Bible, because I have to go on. Man got me captured. I feel like I can't move,
Bro, this truth is deep, man. Like this guy, he can't. This is surface level information. This is surface level. This is surface level information, and he can't really get it in.
This one has a lighter shade of brown.
Bro, he's not being honest. He's not being honest. You're not being honest with yourself. You're not. I'm saying, you know colour. Now what colour is this? What colour is this? Take out your hand. What colour is the skin in your hand? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? No, you're playing games. You're playing games. You're playing games. You're playing games. Where's your skin colour? What? No. What is your skin colour?
It's black.
No, it's not, bro. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. How can you see this is black and your face is black? See what I'm saying? That's mad. That's madness.
You don't call it brown gold.
Strong delusion. That's delusion, man. That's madness. No, okay, let me answer.
See, you're going into technicalities. You know what I'm dealing with right now?
What are being technical?
I don't know what I'm dealing with. That term, when we put together that term, black power and black youth, it wasn't just a technical colour to say that, oh, well, you're of this shade. I don't see myself like that. It's what people would say is that it's a term that we chose for ourselves because of what was being.
We didn't choose that. You have to
Yeah, it's more people that believe in the right. You know when the civil rights struggles were taking place and people wanted to they would say like now they probably say replay what we were, because before then we were everything that we were being called, we didn't agree with it. We knew it was derogatory. When they were calling us the N-word, when they were calling us people, when they were calling us race people, when they were calling us coloured, we never ever accepted them terms. But when the term black came about, we accepted that.
You know why? Because we didn't know who he was even then.
That's right. Well,
they didn't know they were supposed to be Israelites because it was beaten out.
I'm fine with the term.
Like, did you know in slavery they forbid us from even reading the Bible? Why do you think is that?
Well, in the moment.
Because they knew that if we read, you're going to find out the true image of the Most High. You're going to find out the truth. But you know, hold on. The reason why the white man did not want us to read the book in slavery, because he wanted to teach us out his version of what his belief is.
So they get a slavery Bible.
You understand? Because Esau, he wanted control over the education.
He didn't want us to read for ourselves. He wanted us to dishonorably believe what he was saying to us. Do you understand? He wanted us to internalize his lies. So it become an intergenerational thing that we would teach our children. The same lies that he taught us, we would teach our children, and it will become an intergenerational passing down of lies. That's why he didn't want us to read out the book ourselves, because he wanted to have control over it.
I've got you as my slave.
So but the point I'm trying to make is this, is that that's why we so readily accepted the term black. That's why we so readily accepted the term colour people. Because the white man forbid us from finding out who he was, man.
At that period of time, so in that period of time, the black man was never called the black. He was calling you the N-word.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say.
The word Negro means black, huh? So it's the same thing. In Spanish, the word Negro means black. So it's the same thing.
No, what I'm saying, no, sir, is that true slavery?
Giving it to us to
Never have been told that you're black. You were being told that you're an N.
What's told was black? Negro means black.
And then after N, when we made something.
Yeah. Because you're not gonna get this one.
What's the verses for the seed-like objects?
Let me get this.
Sir, can I just make one more point? And then after the N-word came a little bit of progress, Negro. And then after that came a little bit more progress, colour.
The word Negro came from the word Igbo.
Zechariah 5.
Zechariah 5.
I'm gonna read it anyway. I think that's what you're talking about. This guy, you could be here for hours trying to, and he will never get it. You have to understand the scriptures say that the Most High put upon us strong delusion that we should believe a lie. How can this guy say that this is black, and then when he looks at his skin color, something's stopping you? There's a curse on, there's a spell on you.
Let me be honest with you.
I have a question for you.
We've given you enough time, man. You're not enough wasted enough time.
What colour does should have given me a little bit more enough, because it takes a little bit of an experience.
What colour are my shoes?
A brown tan.
Yeah, brown. Yeah, so why can't you just...
So why did you say black?
Exactly. Thank you.
I tell you why, sir. You don't really want to hear it, do you?
Bro. People trying to listen to you.
It's an easy thing to not give people the time.
Be quick.
If you really want to not get a big
You have to, because we're wasting a lot of time.
A little bit of time. Listen, what we need to accept, you know, is that this term black, it ain't technically about whether you're brown, whether you're darker brown, you're light brown. This just creating division.
Yeah, but you're not understanding what the word black
is. Politically, at what we've created for ourselves, that we come under one banner as black people, then I don't want to hear about whose shade is lighter than the other. It's of no consequence.
It's the India man, your people.
Yeah, and I think we should say when it's necessary, but and I'll concede to you, David, I'm going to concede to you. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it, but if you want the honest answer, that's right, this skin colour ain't the same colour as that. Right. It doesn't make any difference.
What colour is your skin?
Well, it's not this colour.
What colour is it?
Any colour you want, but it's not that.
Man, see? What colour is your skin?
What did you say, bro?
No, what would you
What
say?
you told me?
Bro.
That's it right
That's
there.
all, man. It took you that long just to say that.
No, I tell you why though, sir. If you give me the moment to tell that.
You already told me. You already told me.
I haven't fully explained
No,
it.
we can't be, at this point, I don't even care to when we go.
Okay, let me say it to you then, sir.
Listen, I'll be honest, I'm here for the, it's like we're going around in circles kind of thing.
Yeah, we're just going around in circles, man. We're here for this word. Zechariah 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. A flying roll, man. I looked and I saw a flying roll, like I see every night when I come home from work.
That's right.
And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. I mean, it was small. Because when you see the chariots from a distance, they look small, man. Little stars moving across the sky, and they just disappear. Or they might move and just move casually. Just moving, man.
Because the chariots changed form, man.
Where 2 and 3 are gathered, man.
Yeah. There I am in the mist.
Can I ask a question? What colour are you now, sir?
What colour?
Yeah.
I'm like a light brown, like a mocha kind of.
So you're light brown, I'm a dark brown, you're what brown, boss?
Like
Brown.
what colour's the
You're
earth?
just a brown, yeah, you're just a brown. No, be a bit more precise. A shade of brown, you're just a brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, what colour are you now? Sorry, sir. What shade of brown?
Let's forget that topic, man. We've moved on now. We've moved on because that's as.
Oh shit, no, that's a chariot.
Well, how? What?
Shit, just shined.
Let me see. Fire came out of it, bro. The lion.
No, I can swear down.
No,
to you.
I saw it as well. Wow.
The fire came
Fire came out of it, bro. See.
No,
Yeah, it's a chariot.
It's a chariot.
It's a chariot.
Oh.
It's a chariot.
See that?
Hey,
You see? Oh yeah, but show me how chariot rock at down.
Let me see if I can get in the camera.
Don't play, man.
Let me see if I can
Don't
get in the
play,
camera.
man.
Let me see if I can get in the camera. I don't think it will come up, you know.
See, don't play, man.
It's just there. I don't know if it will come up though. Where is it? Is this on the clouds, man? That little dot right there. No, I don't feel we'll pick up. I don't feel we'll pick up though.
That's right.
That's deep.
I thought you said when it's in a game, man. It's ain't no game, bro.
You need to fucking be honest with yourself, bro.
No, I think you need to go.
No, bro.
You're brown. But you can't give me a shade of brown that all of us fit.
Doesn't matter.
I say that we're black.
Melanin is not important. There's nothing. Melanin is not special.
I say that we're what you say.
Because everyone has melanin. That's like having arms or legs. There's nothing special about having arms or legs, you know.
We're going in a kind of that kind of stands for it. The world that we're in
There's
now.
nothing special about having
I
melanin.
hear what you're saying, but what I would say is that the world that we're in now.
Imagine that. At the same time, we quite the scripture. This is short.
It's like that butterfly earlier, man.
I'm sorry, man. We moved on, man. We moved on. We're not.
We just got focused on
Bring out
Jacob
another-
Stroll,
bring out
man.
another-
We're not dealing with what you're saying, man. I'm sorry. No disrespect, but we've drained that topic. We've drained it.
You know, sometimes I know it's me, but I don't decide when if somebody wants to talk to me about something, I can talk to you. I don't need a good fucking stick. If you want to just tap down to something like I'm fine. I don't think it's kind of a progressive response. I feel that it's
It's women that are in
anybody that's tapping down. I'm tapping down to myself. It just sounds a bit kind of, you know, I don't know whether
But we've been exhausted.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Exhausted, so.
Sure, we can come back to it.
Okay, right. Back in Zechariah 5 and 2, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, like what we saw. Right? But that one was like a roll though. That was shaped differently.
Triangle kind of shape.
Yeah. And it was glowing, man. At first I thought, nah, it could probably just be fucking
I thought it was a balloon.
kite or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then it started glowing, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like a kind of amber kind of glow. Yeah. They said, and I answered, and I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse
that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, armies, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof.
I've got another precept for that.
That's but go.
2 Kings 2:11 it reads, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked, and behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by the whirlwind into heaven.
Read that again.
And it came to pass as they went on and talked, and behold, there appeared a chariot of fire.
While they were teaching, what happened? A chariot of fire appeared, man.
That's right.
You understand? So that shows you that while you ministering, the spirit can be so strong because we're evoking them spirits, man.
That's right.
The same time when the wicked elite of this world, you know, the Illuminati and the Freemasons, what do? They summon up them evil spirits, man. They cast, when they say that they're casting out bitter words, casting spells, and that's what they do, man. They work on the left-hand side of spirits, man. They worship in different demons, man. Like when they go to the Bohemian Grove out there in California, at them annual meetings, man, they worship Molech. You know they do all kind of rituals and all kind of things to bring forth the demons, man.
It's called conjuring, huh? It's called conjuring. They're
That's
conjuring the demons.
You know what I'm saying? So basically what we're doing, when we're prophesying, we're uttering, we're bringing out, what they say, I'll pour out my spirit. In Proverbs 1 verse 20 something, it says, I will pour out my spirit. So when we're prophesying, this is the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem shall be brought out, man.
Right.
That's why them angels come out, man.
Oh, that's right.
At camp. There's not no mystery.
That's right.
But see, we can see them, but the people, they don't see them, man. They see that as nuts. That's why I said the Lord is a God that hideth himself.
That's right.
He's a God that hideth himself, man. You know, our people don't know, man. They don't know our God. They don't know their own God. They don't know themselves. Our people don't know themselves, man. If our people knew who they were, there should be multitudes trying to eat this bread and trying to eat this fish. There should be multitudes, man. And what did it say? Let's say, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. The reason why they can't see the chariot is because they're lost. They have eyes, but they don't see.
I don't know what you saw up there.
See, because you're looking.
That's it right there, man.
The signs is coming, isn't it?
Don't
Right, my brother.
Yeah, say, cool.
That went over my head, you're gonna have to tell me. I said that I couldn't see it.
You didn't see her too?
I know. But you saw something, you know what I would say to that? And maybe a third great psychiatrist. He said, no, let me not say that. That might sound
Look,
offensive.
man,
Say as you see what you want, man.
Go.
Because that might sound a bit,
Yeah, go.
But, I don't, not there to say. You're seeing, it's like I could say, I'm kind of feeling something and you're not feeling it, so you're not seeing it how I'm seeing it. But you're all feeling it the same way that you're feeling it. Just they call it like a mass, a kind of mass. Not hysterical, but something else. I can't remember the word. So you would saw it, but I never. And so I'm just saying, like, it went over my head, but please show me what.
Maybe it's a thing where only we can see.
Maybe so, man.
Maybe, man. Because
I know
wait,
what I saw, man.
I know what I saw, man.
May the spirit bear witness, man. That's right.
You know what we saw.
Don't need to even.
But anyway, then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth. You know what I mean? Lift up your eyes, because that's our salvation, man. That's the hope of our people. I'm telling you, if you disregard that hope right there, you brought death into, you're bringing death to yourself, man. This is Luke 21, right? Verse, let me start from verse 26. No, let me start from verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. That's what's happening right now, right? We're going to read into it, right? Let me read that again. And there shall be signs in the sun, eclipses, solar eclipses, and in the moon. This is Luke 21 and 25. And in the moon, what signs have we seen in the moon, man? Blood moons, red moons, micro moons. Yeah? Right? One time I saw a moon so big, it looked like it was coming towards me. Like a big disc in the sky. You can actually see the different shades, the grey in it. That's how big the moon was, man. It looked mystical, man. In the sky. That had like a yellow kind of aurora coming from it.
That wasn't too long ago either, man.
Yeah.
I remember a few months back.
You know what I'm saying? So these are signs, right? And in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations. Right now we're seeing them. We're seeing the nations of the world in distress. You're seeing commotions of war over there in Israel between the Palestinian man and the Israeli man. You're seeing commotion between what? China and Australia, the trade wars, man. Distress of nations because of why? Because the Most High is bringing in certain desolations like tsunamis, floodings, volcanic eruptions. These are all signs signifying the end of an age, the end of a time, the end of a rulership, the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows.
That's right, that's right.
So it says, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. The word perplexity means confusion. There's a lot of confusion, man. A lot of people don't know whether there's a virus or whether there isn't, man. You know what I mean? Even sometimes I'm confused, man.
Calm. You think there's a virus?
I personally don't know. I don't think that it's not about. It's about the New World Order. That's what this is all about. The pandemic is basically just a diversion.
That's right.
The real focus is the New World Order agenda. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
That's what they really want to bring in. So they want to covertly bring that in, covertly by blaming a virus and say, oh, there's a virus. So we all have to consent to taking a chip and a jab, and we all gotta stay indoors and be restricted to only certain places. We can't go certain places because there's a virus. So that's what it really is. They're blaming it all on the virus when really there's an agenda. The agenda is ushering in a new order of things. They're changing everything. That's what you see happening. Everything's online now. You can't even go to university now and live on campus because it's all online. They're going to try to replace people with technology, man. Okay? They're bringing in 5G. They're replacing 4G and 3G. Right? They're getting rid of cash. They're getting rid of money. And they try to say that we need to get rid of cash because the virus can be on the cash, man, the dollar. That's some bullshit, Exactly. So this is the New World Order. This is the New World Order. You understand? This is the new order that they're trying to bring about. They want to crash this economy through constant lockdowns. Yeah.
Mess up the old economy.
Yeah, the economy. Mess up the old economy and say, listen, the old economy don't work. We need to bring in a new economy. And this economy is more convenient under the guise of convenience. Saying instead of using cards and cash, you can put something inside of it.
You started off by saying that you weren't sure about the virus,
Right.
And what you're going on to explain now, it seems like you're quite convinced that this is a ploy to bring in this new
Right.
Okay, so you're not into it. Me, myself, personally, I believe there's a virus. I'll tell you why. It's too big a conspiracy for them to somebody to not spill the beans. There's too many people involved. They couldn't keep that secret in the way that, you know, they can keep the moon landings or they can keep an assassination. You know, even they come at it from time to time. Someone somewhere. Because the personnel is doing from us. They're always going to have a whistle. And if they don't have it sewn up 100%. Even in the first government, you had right-hand man comments to treacherous on it, you know? And you wouldn't really expect that. I would have thought, no, it must be quite solid. You know? So, yeah, sorry. I'm going on.
Yeah, that's right. So there's perplexity, confusion. A lot of people don't know whether they're coming or going, man. A lot of people are saying, don't take the jab. A lot of people are saying, yeah, take the jab because they just want things to go back to normal. They feel like they're under pressure. A lot of people are being pressurized into consenting to the new order of things. You know? And that's the fucked up part. That's why you gotta know that you gotta discern the times. Because a wise man discerneth both time and judgment, man.
Measured out time diligently.
Exactly. A wise man, what do you say this? A wise man,
See that you
says
walk circumspectly.
let me get
See that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, man.
knowing your time, man. Thank you. It's very important, man. A lot of people think that there's no profit in learning these things. It's very profitable.
That's right.
Man, there's nothing else more profitable.
That's right.
This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18, verse 27. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning, he will beware of offense. I'm guilty of that. But a fool will not observe time. A fool will observe time, like a majority of these people. They're just living their lives. They're not trying to concern themselves with what's actually going on.
They're living their present. They're thinking about now. They're not thinking about the future.
Yeah, they're just trying to live day by day.
Yeah.
They're not trying to, because the scripture says, with wisdom cometh much sorrow, man. So when you're observing the time and that, there's sorrow, depression that comes with that, man, anxiety, and all of that. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. They say ignorance is bliss, man. Some people would rather just live ignorantly and be at peace with their ignorance rather than equate themselves with knowledge and understanding and just live in complete misery. See, when you come into this household, man, you gotta take delight in being miserable. That's mad, bro. How are you gonna take delight in being miserable? But even in that, that's balance.
That's right. That's right.
We're miserable, but we're happy in misery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's why, it says, rejoice for your salvation, the draweth nigh.
Yeah.
Like that. Because when you see these prophecies, obviously, it's going to be like a chaotic thing.
Yeah.
But like, salvation is soon coming, man.
Exactly.
So even though it's going to be miserable in society, it's like, because we have faith in how Bashini outside it, we know that we have a tunnel vision. We know that this is not the end. There's an everlasting kingdom to come. So,
I got that. I've got that. This is 2 Corinthians 6:7. By the word of truth, by the power of the Most High, by the armor of righteousness on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true. We're deceivers, but yet we speak the truth. Right? As unknown and yet well known. See, we're unknown, but at the same time we're well known. So it says, as dying and behold we live. We're dying because when we come out here, people laugh at us. They look at us like we're crazy. Our life is without honor, but yet we live.
That's right.
Right? As chastened and not killed. As sorrowful, yet always rejoicing. You see that? As sorrowful, yet we're always rejoicing. We're sorrowful because we're in this flesh. Brothers got sicknesses, ailments. We're lonely. When you come to this truth, you're lonely, man.
That's a fact.
Your friends, they don't want to hang around you, but you don't want to hang around them because they just got a low vibration, man. They don't have faith. They got no hope. You don't want to be around them. You'd rather be by yourself, man. So they say, as sorrowful, yet always rejoicing, man. We're sorrowful in this time because our people are destroyed. But yet we're rejoicing because we have an expected hope. The salvation in His witness. That's why I say, look up, for your salvation draweth nigh, man. Right? That says, as sorrowful, yet always rejoicing, as poor, yet making many rich. So in our poverty, we're making many rich of what? Is that talking about literally rich?
It talks about that in, I believe, Revelation, how it says, I know that one such a place of poverty, but thou art rich.
But thou art, thank you. Thank you.
So basically, we're going through poverty, but we're still rich.
You're rich. We're rich, man. So, if you're rich, you're not in need of nothing.
That's right.
You're good.
The next verse says that, man.
You're good.
The next verse says, go elaborate on that.
So, us being in this poverty, it says what? As even though we're poor, we're rejoicing, man, because we're rich at the same time. We're rich because we don't need this world, man, because we know it's going to pass away with nuclear fire.
That's right. Yeah.
What are we rich in? This knowledge, man, knowing that what is to come is going to be for our benefit, man. A kingdom that will never fade away, man. We said that Yahweh said, behold, my reward is with me. Just by that alone, my reward is with me, man. Imagine that. Yahweh Shai, a bold man of war, said, my reward is with me. You know, I'll give to give every man according to his ability, man. You know, if you brothers endure, the Most High going to reward you according to every man's work, man. So it said this, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. You see? O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. Ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own bowels. You see? That's it, man.
Can I ask you something? You believe in Jesus, right? Because I've heard you preach about Jesus. Do you pray for the sick? It says that greater works you will do. Do you actually pray for people on the street?
Do we pray for people?
Do you pray for people on the street? Have people been healed?
Yeah, we're healing people with this word. Scripture says we heal them with this
Jesus
word.
didn't just give the word. He said greater things you will do as well.
We're praying for
As my
Wait.
disciples. As my disciples, you will raise the dead too.
Yeah, we are raising the dead.
That's right.
We are
It's not
raising
just
the dead.
spiritual, bro.
We're raising the
Talking
dead.
about healing.
We're raising the dead. We're visiting the afflicted.
That's
We're
right.
clothing the naked.
That's
We're
right.
doing
I was
all of
raised
that
from
right
the
now.
dead. I was raised from the
We're
dead.
doing all that right now.
No, I'm saying, do you pray for people on the street for healing? People that are broken-hearted, yeah? People that are sick.
Yeah,
Do
we're
you know
healing
they're
the
getting
sick.
healed.
We're healing
I
the
don't mean by
sick,
the
man.
words. I'm just asking you, is that what you are doing?
Yes.
So you pray for people on the street.
Right. Yeah, this is Psalms 107
You pray for
verse
people on the street,
verse 20. He sent his word and healed them and
Yeah, he
delivered them
did. Are
from
you
their
doing
destructions. Right.
Are you doing it? That's what I'm
That's what we're
asking
doing.
you.
That's what we're doing.
So you do that. I'm not talking about the word, bro. Jesus actually healed people.
Yeah, but that time will come, man.
Why
What do you mean not time?
why are you so angry?
What do you mean not? Because I have to challenge you. What do you mean time will come? He said greater is in the Bible.
We're not
I'll
gonna be
find it.
challenged about
He
what
said
we-
greater.
we're not dealing
What do
with
you mean,
this. We're not
woman?
dealing with this. This is
That's
our
really
fault.
godly, isn't it? He said
dealing
greater
with
works
this,
you will
So
do.
this is back
You
in
will
Luke,
raise the dead like
21,
I did. So when he raised Lazarus
verse
from the
25.
dead, it means
And
he
there
has
shall
given
be
you
signs
power
in the
to
sun
raise the dead.
and in the moon
You know what?
and in
You're
the
full of
stars
crap.
and upon
And
the
another
earth
thing,
distress of
don't be
nations with
flipping saying
perplexity.
in
The
front of
sea and the waves roaring. That's
everybody.
okay. The
Don't
sea
be
and the
saying-
waves is
don't
referring
be
to other
saying-
nations of
so
people,
you-
man.
So you're taking what you
When
want
it say,
out
it
of the
said,
Bible,
when the wicked bear
but you're not
fruit,
taking all of it.
Was it the people mourn?
No, I'm gonna find the scripture.
That's in Proverbs, man.
I'm gonna find the scripture where it says greater works you will do as well.
Okay, we don't need to acknowledge that, man. Oh. This is Proverbs.
You do need to acknowledge it because you can't do
This
half
is Proverbs
Bible.
chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But are the people rejoicing on planet Earth right now?
Definitely not.
Oh hell no. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The people on planet Earth are mourning, man. It's over there in America, crime is escalated. Over there in California, in Los Angeles, in New York City, crime is escalated. You can go and look it up, man. Drug abuse is escalated. Prostitution is escalated. Ever since the lockdowns, man, and the price, the rising of the prices of the food and the furniture and everything like that, because of the what's happening is all the shipping, the shipping of certain items and certain what is, I'm trying to think of the word, man. A lot of the shipping has been limited, man, because of the lockdowns. Because China hasn't been able to manufacture a lot of the containers, man. They put in those different foods and different I'm trying to think of the word, man. I'm saying produce, not produce, man, but items. I would say items for lack of better terminology. A lot of items they put them in containers and put them on ships to ship them over to the Americas. And obviously China, they exported goods. They exported goods, but they're lacking in containers. There's actual factories that produce these containers, and obviously because of the lockdowns, they've been forced to shut down. So because of that, it's restricted the shipping procedure. It's held it back. So America is lacking in a lot of items. In a lot of news articles, it's been said that there's a lot of items that are not on the shelves, man. Because of what's going on. Because of the lockdowns and everything. That we all know is all planned out. Because we know the agenda of the powers that be is to crash this economy. Do various different things. Okay? So people are mourning. Because the wicked are bearing rule. Right? The wicked are bearing rules and the people are mourning. Homelessness is at an all-time high. People can't pay their rent. People, the amount of people on welfare and universal credit and all these different benefits, man, it's gone through the roof.
I also want to say as well, if you buy a house here, the Edomites, if you don't pay, the Edomites are going to take away the house.
Exactly. So but there you go. And the scriptures say that if a man don't have nothing to pay, why are you taking his roof from under him, man?
Suicide numbers are skyrocketing.
Let me get
lockdown, man.
But hold what you're saying, man, because that's deep. Let me try and get this.
They might even start taxing people for air.
That's what it says, Proverbs 22, verse 27. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? If you got nothing to pay, why is he taking away your bed from under you? See, there's justice even in the laws, man. If you got nothing to pay, you can still keep your house, man, in the kingdom. Because if you take away a man's bed, you're killing him. You spring him out there into the fucking elements, man.
Matthew 10:8.
Especially if he has a family
Heal
and
the
children,
sick,
man.
cleanse the
I'll kill him.
lepers, raise
You know what
the
I'm saying?
dead,
So let's go
cast
back.
out devils. Freely you have
Proverbs
received,
29, verse
freely
2.
give.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Which
but
you're
when the
not
wicked bear
doing.
rule, the people mourn. And that's what's happening right now, man. You understand? And that's why there's going to be a thing
You
called
cannot
sedition.
expect people to believe
people
what
are
you're
going
saying
to go to
if
war.
you are not
They're going to start
walking
looting
in the
the
power
stores.
of Christ to
Okay.
heal the sick, raise the
Cannibalism.
dead.
And like
You-
I said, all
you-
this is bringing about famine.
People cannot
Which is a
listen to
severe
you
scarcity of food.
if you're doing half
And all
truth.
that's spirits from the Most High.
Because you don't want
Let's
to
get
pray
there.
for people because you think you'll get your hands dirty. Because you think you'll get your hands dirty, but it was a prostitute that wept at Jesus' feet with her hair and washed his feet
So
with her
this is
tears.
Ecclesiasticus
How about that?
chapter 39, verse 28.
And I'm not just a
There be
woman.
spirits that are created for
God's
vengeance,
child.
which in their fury lay on
Never
sore
call me
strokes.
just a woman.
In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. That's deep. Let me read that again, verse 28.
And
There
you
be
know
spirits
what?
that are created for vengeance,
When you
which in
said
their
in
fury
front of
lay
people,
on sore strokes.
do not wear
In the
clothes
time of
pertaining
their
unto
destruction,
a man
they pour
or a
out their
woman.
force and appease the wrath of
I
him that
cannot
made them.
find
Right.
skirts and
So the
dresses
spirit of
that
famine
fit my
is gonna
size.
appease the
They
wrath of the
only
Most
do
High,
it
man.
for 10 and
So what's happening over there
12
in America,
size.
that's God said,
He
man.
says, render your heart and not
That's
your
the spirit
garment.
straight from the Most
And
High.
by the look of things, you're
And the
wearing
scripture
a
say that the
dress.
elect is going to be delivered from that famine, man. Let's skip there. That's
Well, you know what to say, yeah? It kind of went wrong a bit there. I thought you was going to reach her. You should have found that black man vibration.
No, we ain't gonna reach her, man. That's a demon right there.
That's right.
That's a demon.
It's a principality.
That's right.
If she was a true woman, she would have shut her mouth and waited her turn. That's what she would have
Take
done.
that as your wife. Now I'm asking you a question. Would you take that as your wife?
Demonic vibration, man.
That's because he's blind, man. He's blinded. That's not to disrespect you, but I'm saying the fact that you're blinded.
That's fine. That's all right.
He's saying that he didn't see anything wrong with that demon that came from.
One reason why you wouldn't want that.
That's it.
I can give you 10. I can give you 1,000 reasons.
This brother's got this look like, what's this guy trying to
Flabbergasted. You confounded me. You confounded me with
But I tell you,
that.
what you just said there went right over my head. Please,
I bet it did.
Listen. If someone like you got respect. Even though me and you might not have. Listen. Even though you and I might not see eye to eye, you've got respect. I can give you that. You've got respect. But now her, she's got no respect at all. She was literally treading down everything that we were saying.
She's literally standing on his equipment.
I was waiting for her to do something crazy. I was waiting.
So was I.
I was waiting.
do you know what I feel it is? You could have reached that sister quite easily.
No, we ain't gonna reach her. She was unreasonable, man.
No, she wasn't.
At first, I was trying to talk to her.
That's right.
That's what you wasn't paying attention to. At first, I was trying to talk to her. And then she started getting aggressive. Then I was like, you know what? You want to get on your masculine, have a nice day. She don't want to talk to her. We don't have to talk to her. You're acting like we owe her something.
You can go and talk to her. You go and talk to her. Then.
Exactly. You could, if you want to talk to her, you can talk to her. We don't owe her shit. We don't have to. If we can feel like he's in the wrong energy, we don't have to communicate with her.
I tell you, you got to look out. I never said that.
Yeah, but that's you, bro. That's you. Let's So it says this is Psalms chapter 33, verse 16, right? Because I read before how there be spirits created for vengeance, and that famine is one of them. The spirit of famine appeases the wrath of the Most High that made the spirit of famine, man. That's what's happening, not in just America, but pretty much around the world. Because it's a world crisis. But listen to this. Psalms 33, verse 16. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. An horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine, man. You understand? Right. So the Most High has the spirit of famine created for the wicked. But what they said the Lord will keep us alive from that spirit of famine. Man. Do you understand? I mean, there's a hedge around us, man. The Lord will keep us in all our ways, man. When that time comes. Why? Because the Lord wants to preserve us to the time of judgment. Because remember it said that the angels that kept not their first estate were reserved in chains of darkness until the day, man, of judgment. So the Lord is keeping us until that day, man. But if we get destroyed by the famine, how are we going to be preserved to that day? You know what I mean? So just like the spirit of death, when the firstborn of all Egypt was killed, the death angel, they had the blood of the lamb on their doorposts, man. That's what kept them alive. From that spirit of death, man. Saying now us, when the time to come, man, we need help, man. We can't save ourselves. We cannot save ourselves, man. We don't know. We don't know what tomorrow will be, but Yahweh knows.
That's right.
And Yahweh will preserve us from tomorrow. And the next day, and the week after, the month, or the year after. Because we don't know. We need help. That's why I said, what did David say? The Lord is my shepherd. What does a shepherd do? He guides the sheep. He guides the sheep. Are we not the flock of his pasture? We need our shepherd, man. And what happened? In that day, 1 Peter 5, right? 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 4. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. See that? So Yahweh Shai is our shepherd, man. And when he returns, he's gonna give you a crown, man. Eat, brother, a crown. Why? Because you held that fast. That mustard seed. You've been faithful in a few things. So now Yahweh Shai, while Yahweh, make you ruler.